I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I'm in 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what plastic. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Julius Peppers in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. A shotgun snap for Smith. And this one is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, here's Newton. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
To throw on second down is Smith. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Mario Addison. Able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Taking a shot for Samuel. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
Here we go. Hey, get right down. Get right there. Get right there. Hey, hey.
They'll run with a rookie. It's Boston Scott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Do some. 20. Hey, hey.
Throwing is Newton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. Oh, twisting away. Oh, nice move. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. And from down in Miami, an update. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Dante Jackson picks it. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And the ball is knocked out into the Redskins. Have it they do.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Guy showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for 1st down. Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Dumps it off for Geis. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Smith. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It'll be a Redskin 1st down as Smith hits Crowder. From the red zone now, Smith. And this is caught off a deflection. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Carolina getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 60 yards. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Out to the left here to Reed. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Set, line, 80. Let's go, yellow.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Completes it right side to Dodson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A good pickup there at 22.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Smith now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And he's taken down inside the 30. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Set, line, 80. Regular.
On first down, Smith. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Josh Doxson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now stands at 13. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Scott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. To play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Here we go. On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
Newton on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw is Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Godot's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Godot back out there now for the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On the catch, it's Crowder. A good pick up there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there.
It's caught inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Smith. And he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Doxson as the first half is winding down. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. Now Newton on first down. Olsen too much. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Godot's kick is right through. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. McCaffrey on the return. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Newton. He may try and run for this. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
20.
On 1st down, it's Newton. They'll drop it off to McCaffrey. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They're down here in the third quarter, trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
Set. Ready? Do something.
On second down, here's Newton. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Do something.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Smith on first down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hey, let's settle in. Come on, we're good.
They'll hand it out to Geis, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Yellow.
On first down, it's Smith. Airing one out for Crowder. And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. McCaffrey on the return. Able to spin free. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. That one goes for 24 yards.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, he wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions, also in the return game. He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, isn't he?
He certainly is. Every which way you want to go, however you want to package him, and I do think his running production will increase in 2018.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They give him a gain of 37. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. By the way, 3rd quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On 1st and 10, Smith. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario Addison in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Smith. He finds his target. It's Crowder. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Well, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from him.
And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Fabian Moreau.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 3rd down, here's Geis. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Eluding the pressure right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that will get him one closer. Gano out to kick this one away. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Here's Smith. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Richardson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Geis. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Back to throw, Newton. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Do some. Do some.
On first down, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pernell McPhee able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for Carolina. 54 yards. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. It's the Dolphins that have taken the late lead in that one. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. On 1st and 10, Newton. Finding room to the 20. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First down now, but that clock rolling. And they'll spike it here at 27 seconds.
Come on now. Express. Eight.
Throwing again is Newton. They still can't get him. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Redskins, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile,